Hello, this is Dr. Dave Gatros, and right now we're going to talk about increment and decrement operators. They're pretty handy little features in C++. It's a shortcut for adding and subtracting the number 1 from an integer, and they're usually used on integers. Well, we're going to start off with our Hello World program here, and we're going to add an integer. We'll call it I. And by the way, that you see this quite a bit, I, X, Y. This actually goes back to the old Fortran days where we used simple variables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the cout program here, and I'm going to print out this is the post-increment value of I, and I'm going to print out I, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to add I, and I'm going to add 2 plus signs to it. Now, what this does is we look at this statement, cout, and this is considered a single statement right here. And what's going to happen is the C++ is going to execute this statement. And then, because the plus plus sign is placed after the integer, it will perform the addition of 1 to it after the conclusion of this statement. So we're going to go up here and we're going to make this 0. So what should happen here is we should print out cout. This is the post-increment value of I, and it should equal 0. Then it's going to add 1 to it. And if we were to print out here, and we will do that, this is the value of I now, then the value of 1 should be printed out. And let's try that. We'll build solution. No syntax errors. Then we're going to start debugging. And sure enough, this is what we have. You'll see that this is the post-increment value of I, which is equal to 0, and now it's equal to 1. Alright, so what we found out is that this I right here has the same effect as this I is equal to I plus 1. Okay, same thing as I plus plus. Those two statements are identical in how they work. But anytime you embed that inside another statement, the rules change a little bit. Plus plus after the I means that the addition of 1 is going to take place after the execution of the statement. Now if I put it before, and I'll just do that here, I'll put the plus plus before. Now it's a pre-increment value of I. Now this should the addition should occur before the execution of the statement, so that this cout value of 1 should equal this one, 1. So it should both be 1. Well, let's go ahead and try that build. Build a solution. Okay. And there we are. The pre-increment value is 1, and the value now is 1. So, very good. Minus minus, by the way, works the same way. Okay, so it's called a decrement, so we'll change that. So pre-decrement, so it's going to subtract 1 from it. Let's go ahead and change this to 1 so we can have something to subtract. It should be 0, so both of these should be 0. Let's go through ahead and build that. And run it. And there we have it. So it has subtracted 1 from I and it made it 0. It did it before. Let me move this down here so we can see the statements. It did it before the execution of the cout statement, so it was 0 before it, and then it remained 0. Okay. So this is kind of a good introduction to increment and decrement operators. Just to let you know that if I were to put I right here, okay, and just by itself, since it's a statement by itself, it doesn't matter whether you put the plus signs before or after. Usually we put them after just as standard notation, but it doesn't matter if you put them before or after. It's a statement by itself. Likewise with the decrement operators. Okay. By itself, it really doesn't matter. Put them before or put them after.